Hi, we are reviewing exponents. So before we go into chapter 6, we need to really know exponents well. So this is like a pre-chapter 6. And we're going to first talk about one of the basic parts of exponents, multiplying exponents. So when I have exponents, I have my base, which is this 5 here. The 4 is called the exponent or the power. And the 4 means that I'm going to multiply 5 4 times. It does not say 20. This is not 5 times 4. Don't be one of those kids. I said that yesterday. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And I have to work it all out. So now we're going to actually combine skills and we're going to put variables together. If I have, we're going to start with 1a. A y squared times a y to the 5th. This means y times y squared, right? And then y to the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this means how many total? 7 of them. So I'm going to add the exponents. I could say y to the 2 plus 5 if I wanted to get 7. So I'm showing you two methods. I expanded it out right here, y. But it really does mean we are adding the 2 and the 5 together. 2 plus 5. All right, now on B, I actually have numbers involved. Totally fine. I'm going to put the numbers together and the variables together because obviously they're like terms. So I'm going to put 2 times 3, and then I'm going to do x to the 3rd, x to the 6th. So I'm grouping them by what they are. This means that I straight multiply 2 times 3. That's just a whole number 6. And then x to the 3rd, x to the 6th. Do you want to expand it out? Do you want me to write x and then x?
No.
Or do you want me to just do 3 plus 6?
3 plus 6.
X to the 3 plus 6. Or do you think you could just do it in your head 9?
Yeah.
6 x to the 9th. Okay. C. Put the x's together. Put the y's together. Categorize it. X squared, x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd, y squared. So, x to the how many? 2 of them and then 3 more? 5. If you need to do, expand it out, and then you count, oh, there's 5. Do that. Whatever you need to do. Y cubed, y squared. They're different, so they stay separate. Y to the? No, 3 plus 2.
Oh.
3 of them and then 2 more.
5.
5. Good. Okay. X to the, add. 1/2 plus 1/3. We just did fractions yesterday. Now you know why. Do it on the side of your paper. 1/2 plus 1/3.
Oh, this one.
So, find a common denominator of 6. Okay. What is it? Not enough people are actually doing it. What are you going to wait for someone else to do it and copy off them?
No.
Oh.
No, I just don't think you know.
X to the 5, 6.
5 over 6. Yes, Christian, I'll explain it.
Thanks.
Because find a common denominator. 2 and 3 makes our 6. How does 3 become a 6? What do I do to a 3 to make it a 6th? Times 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. And then I look at 1/2, and I'm trying to make the 2 into a 6. 2 times what is 6?
3. Oh, wait. Yeah.
So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So my new math that I'm doing is 3 6 plus 2 6. 5 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, that's the first section. Now the second part of our lesson today is going to be called power to a power. Power to a power means I'm going to multiply the 3 times the 2. 3 times 2. Or I could say x third twice. So I'm right here on 2a. But in either circumstance, don't I get x to the 6th? So if you say, oh, it's the whole thing is squared, I'm going to write it twice because it's squared. So I wrote it twice. I would get x to the 6th. If I multiply power to a power, because they've got the parentheses separating them, I multiply 3 times 2, that still gets me a 6. All right, let's talk about b. In b, the 2xy in front is just going to stay because it has nothing to combine with. It's not raised to any powers, it's just by itself. However, in parentheses, that's where the power to a power starts. X squared to the second, x to the 2 times 2, and then y to the third times 2, y to the 3 times 2. So let's get all the x's together. Let's get all the y's together. The 2 is all alone in front. Categorize and get all the x's together. X to the first, right here. X to the 4th, right? 2 times 2 is 4. And then let's put the y's together. Starting at the beginning. Y to the first, and then y to the 6th. Now, put things together. 2 stays alone. X and then x to the 4th. So what? No, not 5x. X to the 1 here and 4 here. How many does that make total? X to the 5th. 1 of them here and 4 of them there. And then my y's are super long. Hold on. Y to the, there's 1 here and there's 6 there. Together, how many is that? Y to the 7th. So I had to get rid of the parentheses first by raising everything to the second power right here. That's this part. Then I put like terms together, all the x's together, all the y's together. And then I add it. So look at number C. Okay. Everything in the parentheses gets raised to that exponent out there. It's a little 2. 2 squared, x squared, y squared. I'm going to write that out. 2 squared, x squared, y squared. Times 2xy. All right. Put everything together. I know that 2 squared is what? 4 times 2. Put those together. Do you want me to like underline them, color code them or anything? I can. Red, purple, and green. Put the x's together. This is an x squared and that's an x to the first. I don't ever put the 1, by the way. X squared and x, the purples. Let's put the greens together. Y squared and y. Okay, now I can actually go my final step. I do the 4 times 2. Write it down on your paper. X squared, x to the first. Put those together. Write that down on your paper. Y squared, y to the first. Put those together. Write it down. Yeah.
Where did we get the 2 from for the 4 times 2?
The red, this 2 squared was 4. And then this 2 was alone. So it's 4 times 2. What'd you put for your final answer? 8. What? No. The 4 times 2 made the 8.
I think that
X to the 3. Y to the third. Good. Okay. 2x in front. Now, 2 times 3/4. 2 times 3/4. 2 times 3/4. X to the 2 times 3/4 is what? It's like 2/1 times 3/4. Multiply fractions straight across. X to the what? 6/4. I can reduce the fraction in the next one. X to the 3/2. So 2x from the beginning, and then x to the x to the 3/2. This is like a 1. I need to combine those. X to the 1. Eddie, take a break. You already helped last question. New people. X to the 1 plus x to the 3. 1 plus 3/2. 1 plus 3/2. Yeah.
I got 1. So I got 2x, and then to the power of 5/2.
So you said 5/2?
Yeah.
So 1 plus 3/2. What can I make this 1 so that it has a denominator of 2? 1 is the same as what over 2? Nope, you just helped. New people all the time. No, 1 is not the same as 1/2. No. 2/2. So I'm going to make this x to the first power (2/2) plus 3/2. I can do that. That's all fair. You got to be good with fractions, you guys. This is no joke. Welcome to 9th grade. 2 times x to the 5 halves. Okay. On the next pages, I have lots to do. I want to do a couple on the video with you from the first page just to make sure, because there's 20 questions total for homework. All right. All right, put these together. Number 1. 2 goes in front because it's the number. A is all alone, but I have BB. So I just reordered. And then 2AB squared. Okay. Let's jump to number 4. That looks like it might trick you up.
Yeah.
Put all alphabetical order. Numbers go front. In the alphabet, U comes first. U squared. So I'm just reordering it. The 2 obviously comes first because it's a number.
Yes.
And then V. I have a V squared, a V to the first, and another V squared.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Miss Graham, why wouldn't the V to the first go first?
Oh, this V squared came first, so I just wrote it first because it like from left to right.
Doesn't matter what.
No, because I'm still going one step after this.
Oh.
U to that how many? What's 2 plus 2? V2, 1, 2. 2 plus 1 plus 2. V to the 5th. Do you guys want me to do 7 or 9?
Both.
Nope.
6.
No.
7.
7 or 9. Those 2 are harder than 6. 2 goes to the second. M goes to the second. N squared second. Everything goes to that exponent out there. I draw little hoops to like. Do you want me to zoom in? 2 squared. M squared. N to the 4th. M squared. M is in whatever, mom. N is in Nancy. Squared. Now I go and I simplify it, put everything together. 4, M to the 4th, N to the 6th. I look at the M's, I add them together. I look at the N, add it together. All right. I want to turn the page and look at some of them from the other page. You can do the rest by yourself. I will do 2. Somebody tell me what 2 you want me to do.
The hardest one.
Right.
9.
Tell me.
9.
9.
9, 10.
For sure 9. Oh, I have something for you to write on your paper.
9.
It's on the board. It's on the board, but negative x squared is going to have an answer of negative x squared. It's like it has an imaginary 1 in front of it. Negative x squared, the negative stays with it. When it's in parentheses, sure. a negative x squared negative x times negative x, that becomes positive x squared. These two are different. When it's in parentheses, that means I have to go negative x times negative x. Negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, this is important in the corner of your paper. You need to know this. Let's do number 9. All right. The negative 2 is just there. The y x cubed is just staying. Now, this negative x has to go to the fourth, and y squared has to go to the fourth. It's negative x 4 times. Negative x, negative x, negative x, negative x. Negative x 4 times. Negative times negative times negative times negative. Eddie, take a break. If you've helped twice, then put yourself on mute. But everybody knows those rules.
Yes.
Is it a positive x to the fourth or negative? Negative times negative times negative negative. 4 times. Positive x to the fourth. And then y to the 2 times 4. 8. Now let's reorder. Put the x's together, put the y's together. X to the third, x to the fourth. Y1, y8. Final answer is what? Tell me. X to the 7th, y to the 9th.
So from there, Miss Grant, you just add?
No. Well, from here you add.
Yeah, from there.
Yep.
But before that, we just move everything.
You rewrite it, organize it, yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay. I'm going to stop the video. I want you to start working. You can work at your tables.